Hi guys, welcome back to CollectioNeo, and we are back in the Court of the Dead, and this time we're with Kier, the fierce sword of death. This fallen Valkyrie holds a sharp-edged mirror to Alienas's loose and ethereal aspects. A volatile fire burns within her, a side of spirit that is always present but often unacknowledged. This dual sense of identity seems to suit the spirit faction, allowing it to be detached from the trivialities, yet capable galvanisation by a passionate purpose such as that provided by the fierce sword of death. Kier is far from a mourner at peace in the underworld, but that very attitude imparts to her a strength. Kier began life in heaven, along with her gestational sister Cern, fated to become a Valkyrie and an angelic warrior. But upon their making, Cern's comet fell through Kier's, robbing Kier of her essence. The twins were thus offset, one strong and radiant, the other naught but a shadow child. Kier was considered an aberration, something heaven could not abide, and so she was cast out, banished from her natal realm, left to perish in cold and solitude. Instead, she was found by death. Perhaps he was drawn to her strength, or perhaps by her resilience. Death brought Kier to the underworld and raised her as his daughter, breathing enough of his own essence into her being to mark her as under his protection. In time she grew ever stronger and earned her place as the fierce sword of death. But her history scars her still. Kier is prone to savage moods and obsessed with scouring the fringes of heaven, forever searching for her lost sister and the birthright that was taken from her. It is perhaps because she was broken so young that she cleaves to spirit, using its practices to calm her anger. It is often said that the all-taker placed Kier here as a means to ease the conflict within her mind, for the flame of vengeance desired can easily lead to self-immolation. It seems the all-taker seeks to share with her the same message he delivers to us all. To find our redemption, we must embrace both good and ill, but only if by doing so we achieve a balance. While her transition to the underworld has been hard won, it is safe to say that will never be an easy path made plain for Death's discordant daughter. So guys, as usual, we're back in the Court of the Dead, and I've just read a long passage for Kier from the Chronicle of the Underworld. This is it, this is the Bible. If you're a Court of the Dead fan, you should have that book. So quite a big thing there about Kier. Kier is very much a main character. Spirit faction, as I just said. There's lots more. There's some fantastic art in here, actually. Let's bring the camera back slightly, and we'll show a bit of this art for Kier that's in here. Just before we get onto the statue. And we've got a huge passage there. Solitude, there's something. Is that death or Malevolent? I think that's death. Oh no, that's her. I'm not going to read that, but I will scroll through. But as usual, I recommend this book 10,000%. This is everything about the Court of the Dead. I am still reading this book. I'm still flicking through it to this day because there's just so much good information in there about every character, pretty much. Even newer characters that we've only just seen in statue form. It's all in that book, so highly recommended. So yes, back onto the statue. This is the second Kier statue. When Sideshow said that they're going to remake a few of the characters, I was a little bit pissed off because it was like it hadn't been around long enough to warrant it, in my opinion. But to be honest, all three of the remakes they did, Kier, Gethsemane and Galavarbe, and they're all pretty fucking epic remakes and different enough to warrant it. I've got a one character rule, or try to have a one character rule. So Gethsemane, I've kept my original, but kind of like the new one more. Galavarbe, I'm not really interested in at all, and the new one doesn't interest me as much as the original one did. I thought that was better. But Kier, I just fell in love with this straight away. The original is a fantastic piece, very a museum style piece, and went for a lot of money pretty quick. So I kind of left it because it was going for £600, which is, you know, not out of the realms of reason, but I was kind of like, with a lot of these Court of the Dead pieces, I've only ever pre-ordered 2 pieces, which is Mortal and Kier, because most of them on the aftermarket aren't really that sought after. With Kier, because of that upswell of the original one and how good this one looked, I jumped straight on board. Let me just preface this entire review by saying she's awesome. Sideshow are absolutely fucking knocking these out of the park. I'm so happy that I have gone all in on Court of the Dead. The new comic books just come out, Shadow of the Underworld, which is brilliant. Big focus on Kier and another character called Ezreal, which I really want a premium format of. So Court of the Dead still ongoing. There's plenty of stuff that was shown last year that's still coming up for this order this year. I imagine we're going to see a few more characters. This is my 8th Court of the Dead piece, so I am well and truly in there, and I love every single thing about it. Let's get on to Kier, because I've had people moaning about me talking too much. But hey, you know, plenty of Kier reviews around. Go look at someone else's video. This is not what I should be saying, is it? Let's get right down just so I can show you this base, because there's plenty of like little angelic nods, like I just read in the little Chronicle of the Dead piece. She is a fallen angel, and you will see details of that all over. Apart from the big angel head that she's holding in her hand, obviously. So let's get on to the base first. As you can see, we've got all these little angels carved in, going around. Same pattern all around. And then we've got this rocky base. And what they keep doing is, which I love, it was on Shard and it was on Mortal, is this ethereal blue, which just makes the base absolutely pop. I really, really like this. And then, as you can see, we've got angel feathers on the base, because as you probably just saw before I brought the camera down, she is holding an angel's head. This statue is called Warbringer. So, you know, it is literally Kier in battle, and she's a very, very fearsome warrior. Like I say, if you like Kier, Shadows of the Underworld, very Kier focused. It's a brilliant comic, a brilliant book, and very well written, and gives you a lot of depth and insight into these characters, which, you know, is my favourite thing. I mean, it's not so much just, you know, collecting the statues and getting the statues is great, but learning more about the underworld, learning more about the characters, really appeals to me. You know, I'm a sucker for, I can't buy a statue and just stick it on display. I need to know everything. Which in the long run I think is the best way to be, because I think it makes you appreciate the character even more. Obviously we've got this awesome armour on the feet. Now, the original piece didn't have any of the armour, because obviously she's in battle in this one, so all these armour pieces are pretty much new. I mean, the entire sculpt's new, but this is the differences between the original and this one. You've got the blood-soaked feet, which I have to say looks fantastic again. It's really dark black almost, and as it comes up the leg, there's like a pattern in it. It's got a gloss to it, but there's like a bloody pattern, as if his skin is reacting with it. Which is brilliant. We've got the sword here. Now, I did have the sword's name. I can't think of it. Is it Soul? Not Soul Edge. Soul Biter? 1 second. Okay, his sword is called Bitter Edge. And this is really, really nicely done. As good as Mortal was, oh my god, this is such a strong magnet. As good as Mortal was, his sword is definitely the weakest piece. There's a lot of plastic and PVC on Mortal, which I can understand in certain places because of engineering. And I guess the sword was so long that it couldn't really work as metal. But damn, Sideshow went full metal here, and we are talking a really sharp, pointy end. And then brilliant detail on the hilt of the bitter edge. This is what I love. I mean, look at that. No one is going to see that detail when it's on display. But I know it's there. And that is, again, super strong magnet. Just slides in. Let's move up here a bit, because this piece is just covered in detail all over. And the gauntlet on her arm here is so well done. It's like a mixture of bone and mail. Let's bring this forward a little bit. Let's get right in on this. There we go. It's really, really well picked out. And as you can see there, as we're coming around, you can see the bloody marks there, the scars where our angel wings are taken. We've got mixed media cloth here with a wire in it. So we can do a bit of, you know, get a bit of motion in it. And this is leather straps. I love that they're keeping with the mixed media. I know a lot of other companies are going full full sculpt, but I think the court definitely benefits from the mixed media. I think it really works, especially when it's small pieces like this or capes. Mortical had really good mixed media running along the back. The breastplate, got the court symbol in the middle there, spirit, that's spirit, isn't it? Spirit faction symbol. Just overloaded with detail. It really is one of those pieces that you can just sit and stare at and see something new every time. See the hair pieces coming down, they are like a PVC. Just to give them a bit of flexibility, because that was really delicate stuff. You got the little skulls. All the paints are brilliant. I mean, the paints are, you know, when Gethsemane first came out, everyone was complaining. And, you know, considering it was Sideshow's own line, it was a little bit haphazard, the paints, but they've really picked up. You know, they've really, really picked up the paint. And then as we scroll up, let's get onto that portrait. Now, actually, yeah, go on, we'll scroll up. As you can see, the portrait is amazing. They showed another version of Shardoff called Faithbearer, where before she's taken to the underworld, and that also just had an incredible face sculpt. You know, this is where you can start doubling down on characters. We've got that neck armour there. Again, that's slightly different, more like a bone and a rust to it. Lots of textures going on, lots of differences. And as you can see there, we've got the angel's head, which she has ripped off, or sliced off, I assume. But let's get it in on that portrait. The head does come off. The head does come off. These are really strong magnets all round. Let's come over. Hey! Eyes have got that ghostly appearance. Teeth are picked out. The sculpt is phenomenal. The hair, super detailed. Hair sometimes can look a bit clunky, where they've applied the paint too thick. Looks really natural here. All the skull decorations. It's a fantastic portrait. It really sets the piece off. Straight back in. And then what we also get is this is all in the regular, by the way. This is the exclusive version, which I completely forgot. I think she's about $475. I actually had a $75 off coupon, so I picked her up for $400. And also, every time you buy a Sideshow original piece, such as Court of the Dead, you get a 10% off coupon for your next one. So, you know, if Poxel, which is looking to be my next one that goes up for audit, is $600, which I imagine he will be, I'll get $60 off him, obviously, with a 10% off code. And they last quite a few months. And the exclusive on here, I'm all over the place. The exclusive on here is limited to 500. I think I got number 488. I don't think she'll stick around for long. I've took some pictures of this and the reactions have been really good to it. It's a stonkingly good piece. But like I say, this is the regular, so you get the angel head, the sword, the unmasked portrait. But then you also get this, which is Kier's mask. Now, in the original Kier piece, you had a masked portrait and a unmasked portrait that you could just switch out. But here you get the mask, which again is really, really nicely done. Sometimes I think bone can look a little bit fake and a little bit here. It looks like a proper skull. And that just literally magnetizes on. So now you've got Kier masked, and you also get this little stand for your mask, which was what I was showing the mask on originally. Just a big magnet there with it magnetizes on. We've got like this stone. But then I love the fact that they've put the angels around the base, mimicking the larger base. Cool little detail, bit of a felty bottom. So it's just a great thing where you've got a piece, like the head on this has got the ponytails, which are very delicate. So if you had two of these heads, storing one is an issue. And to be honest, she looks great unmasked. I probably will display her unmasked, as the mask on the stand looks really nice. But to have the option just there, I can literally just pull it off and throw it on her face. Of course, I never throw it on her face, but you know what I'm saying? It's just there. And if I want it on, it's just like, there you go. Kier's now masked. It's a great, great thing. And this is all in the regular edition. Now, so you get the stand and the mask, whereas on Mortigal, the stand and the mask was exclusive. This is all in the regular. You get the stand, the mask. And I really, really hope that Sideshow continue to do it, because with Death, you got no stand. And it's a bit, obviously Death's got the masks coming, 3 masks for each faction. But his exclusive piece, which was the Shepherd of Souls mask, didn't come with any stand, which is a little disappointing, to be honest. I think it's something that they thought of, obviously, after Death. But I really hope that anything that comes masked now comes with the stand. I know Odium's going to have a mask. I know Poxel's going to have a mask. Not sure about Relic Revlatch. But yeah, if they keep doing the stands with the masks, even if they do it as EX, I think it's a great, great idea. So what is the EX, Alex, you're shouting at your monitor? Let's pull this angel's head out. Get a close-up on this first. Angels and demons have kind of not been touched on. They're in a constant battle with each other, and the underworld kind of sits in the middle. And Death is kind of rising up against them, against the pair of them. So whether this is taken from further in the story, where they've actually gone against heaven, and in this case hell, I don't know, but the angel face is really nicely done. Like I say, you get that as the regular, and there's no problem with the regular. The regular is a very, very complete statue. But I will say that this exclusive piece is fucking awesome. It's going to be displayed over the angel's head. So you get a Chaos Demon head instead of the angel. It's a huge, huge piece. The details are stunning on it. The hair coming down the face, which I love. The horns. And like I said, this is a huge, huge piece. Like in my hand, I've got pretty big hands. It's a big ass demon. Chaos Demon head. It's brilliant. I fucking love it. And it just switches out. Just like that. Come on, there we go. So we get Kier with the demon head. It's brilliant. like I say, it's not essential, guys. It isn't essential. If you can only pick up the regular, you're getting 99% of what makes the statue amazing. But that demon head just puts it over the top for me. I mean, I suppose you could say it doesn't really make sense because you've got angel feathers on the base. But, you know, it's a fucking great exclusive. It really is. It's just, I just love the look of the demon head. If we start getting angels and demons as statues, we're in for a fucking wild, wild ride. Half of my collection is going to be fucking Court of the Dead at this rate. And there's Angel Head for comparison. Brilliant. Brilliant. I am so in awe of this piece, guys, as you can probably tell. Sideshow absolutely smashed it. This is my first statue of 2019. It came in on the 2nd of January. I actually probably should have got it on the 31st of December, but I missed it, so it was redelivered. So I'm classing this as a 2019 statue, the first one of the year. I'm going to pause now, put it on display as usual, and then we can check out the Court of the Dead display as it is. And then, you know, I'll probably talk some more bullshit for a minute or two. So I'll stick her on display, guys. Back in 1 second. So we're back, guys. This is where she is living. This is my main display that's around my TV with my computer connected and my PS4 Pro and some Switch. Up top there, we've got Oglervale and Scratch. Oglervale looks amazing underlit. You get to see all that detail, so I love him up top. And there's Kier. I forgot to say she's about 22 inches. So you can actually, I mean, hopefully I've got this set out here that I'm going to have Kier at the top. Mortigal, who's about 27 inches. And then right at the bottom, we are going to have Malavestros, hopefully. We've got two Zoids there, you know, very Court of the Dead. And then down below, behind glass, we've got Gethsemane. And we've got Avarkus, the Red Death. Can we get down there? There he is. Still one of my favourite court pieces. I know he doesn't get that much love, but that base is amazing. And the whole disgustingly beautiful aspect of it is great. We've got Demethyl. And Death himself. And as you can see, we've got no stand for Death. And then up top, who also looks fantastic underlit, we have Shard. I'm just going to stick the main lights on, guys, and then I'll just go over them again. There we go. Hopefully a bit more light on them. We come right back. This is a big old Besta unit. A full-on entertainment unit. The actual poster above the TV is made up from the poster book. They put out a book of posters. I think it was a Loot Crate thing or something like that. So I literally pulled out my favourite ones, cut them down to size. This is a maxi frame, so it's 24 inches high, 36 inches across. Cut them into shapes and sizes that would fit. Because I don't really do art prints. I think art prints are a lot of money for what you get. But, you know, I wanted something to represent the Court of the Dead display. There's Poxel. And the two guys there, the one on the right is Ezreal, who I am desperate for them to make a PF of, and he's also there. I don't think you'll see. Yeah, he's cool as fuck. Guys, read Shadows of the Underworld. It's a brilliant book. Gives you so much more about the characters. So yes, hopefully Malavestros there soon. I do need to pick him up. And the space is perfect for him. And as for more, as you're probably thinking, well, you haven't got more room, Alex. Well, hopefully things like Shard can go, you know, next to Death. These big 1-3s. Well, I say 1-3, only Demethyl's 1-3, but he's actually 1-4 because he's a big guy, so blah, blah, blah. But like Death, there's plenty of room there for shove Death over and get another one by the side. Shard looks brilliant with Death, so I'd have room up top. Avarkus and Gethsemane will fit in one cube, so we've still got a few more pieces. I'm kind of... Poxel is a definite. Relic Ravlatch, probably. I would like to pick up Zeal still. But yeah, we'll see. And who knows, like I say, we've still got plenty of room over here, guys. Maybe the court will move. But for now, that's where they are. There's Kier on display. Brilliant piece, guys. If you missed out on the first one, or you just really like this aspect of this Warbringer, this action pose, then I heartily recommend it. She's fantastic. Don't know what's coming in next, guys. I've had a few delay emails. Gava Zero's been delayed. Gamma hasn't been delayed yet. So we'll see. We might be back in Dino City. We might be in Gamma City. Who knows? But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you next review. Bye.